Are we gonna survive? We have hands. Yeah. Yeah, we got hands. Guys, we got hands. You see these things? We got beans. Yeah. Oh, wait, I forgot to start the chat. Uh-oh. Houston, we got a problem. This is kind of like a test. This is more or less a test to see whether or not things are working a little better. So far, I've been having a little bit of a rough time. Mayo, will you stop screaming? What are you doing? What are you doing, huh, bird? No, go over there. What are you even looking at? What the heck? Screamy birds. Wow. Wowee. Are we alive? Did it actually go? Oh, it says we're live. Yeah, okay, cool. We're good. Yeah. All right, cool. So what I've done today is I have, what have I done? Mayo is just screaming today. It's funny, like whenever Ritual Neo has his birds scream, he just kind of like wheels them out of the room. I technically can do that, but their cage is kind of like interconnected with stuff. That, and I don't really want to wheel them out of this room because then Smiley will have to deal with them, which is the funny part. Screamy birds. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me make sure some stuff is going on here. Something's not right. Something's wrong. Something's incorrect. Something isn't doing the thing. And I don't know what it is. Where's Discord? Discord. There you are. Let's see here. Where's GD's flock? Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay, just making sure. And let me swatch back over to here. There we go. Yeah. But, so I have reinstalled my graphics drivers, and I'm hoping that we don't get any more crashes. I'm not gonna put too much stuff into it just yet, but I did like have VR going for what was it, like 3 hours or so last night without any crashes, which is like a feat for me. So maybe we did figure it out. So I was using the studio driver before, or at least I think I was, and then I switched over to the game ready driver. So hopefully this is for NVIDIA, by the way, but hopefully that works now. Hi, Purple. How you doing, Bean? How you doing today? Hey, Creeper. Welcome on through. Oh, Jesus. How's it going? I have opted for not doing full body today because with the new headset that I'm going to be putting together, I'm hoping that at some point I can actually get proper full body instead of doing jank setups and stuff like that. And that means I'll get away from using the CV1 and hopefully the idea is I stop using the Quest Pro. That's the end goal here. So because it's not doing it now, of course, as soon as I go live, but the controllers kept constantly disconnecting again. I was like, oh, we're gonna have one of those days. Creeper says, Smiley get you? Yeah, he got me. He does that. I can technically see the room in here pretty good, but the way that I have the room set up now, it's kind of hard to see him come in. So he just kind of like jump scares me all the time. It's kind of funny. I'll let him know you say hi. Yeah, he's not here now. He's probably back in the office now. Hi, Alapex. Welcome on in, Bean. How you doing today? I hope you had a great weekend. Today's Monday. Some people say like they don't like Monday, but I like Monday. Monday's cool. Monday is a day that you get back to doing your normal things. In fact, I do have possibly something to do today, but I'm waiting for a phone call to see if I have to go do it or not, because they don't know if they're ready. So we shall see. Everything seems to be running really well. Look, I've even got like the blurred background thing going on right now. Mayo, what do you see, dude? Why are you screaming so much? He keeps coming over to one side of the cage and just screaming. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. What? You want? Really? Wow. I didn't know. Alapex says, I'm hunting breakfast. Oh, yum. I just had some oatmeal this morning. You're going to be sitting. You're not going to be active. You're not going to move. You're not going to schmoove and groove, you know? Something kind of tells me he hears birds chirping outside possibly, and he wants to talk to them. So he's screaming to get their attention, but they're not talking back to him because they probably can't hear him. So I wonder if I just turn the radio on, if he'll stop doing that. Because he's being very loud right now. What, Mayo? What? What? What do you want? What's up, dude? Huh, dude? What's up? What you want? What? Really? Oh, Slushy, you're gonna start doing it now? Wow, we're gonna go... Wow. 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 Hey, Mersal, welcome on through. Purple Bat says, to me it isn't morning, but it's really late. Oh. Are you from the other side of the world? It's really early for us right now. It's only oh my gosh, Mayo. Mayo, what? What, Mayo? You are being loud. Mister, inside chirps. Inside chirps. Inside voices. Inside voices. Please and thank you. Okay? This thing, your mouth, too loud. This thing, too loud. Okay? Too loud. Too loud. You gotta calm it down. Gotta calm it down. Okay? Gotta calm it down. Oh, you have Netflix now? That sounds cool. No. What are you doing? You keep coming over to this little corner and screaming your head off. What are you doing? You immediately came back over here and started doing it again. What? What do you see out there? What do you see out there? What? There's nothing out there. What do you want? He doesn't normally do this. I don't know why he's like doing that. Like immediately goes right back over to it. There's got to be something he sees outside. Purple Bat says, I'm Eastern European. To me, it's 6 p.m. Wow. Wow, that's pretty late. Trying to think of like a way to stop him to do that. It's so loud. Yeah, time zones. That's stinky. Actually, wait, I'm not in full body. I can just go to a different room. Would that work? I'm all wireless right now. I could just go. I could just go to the living room. Oh my gosh, I should try that. Let me see if I can do that. I'm gonna reset up my play space downstairs real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, let me grab a battery while I'm in here. That's right, Mayo. Hey, Sveno, I'll be right there. Turn this off. Hello. I'm coming down here. Mayo's being incredibly loud. I said I'm coming down here. Mayo's being incredibly loud.
Oh, that loud?
Yeah, I don't know what he's screaming at, but he sees something outside and he's just screaming at it. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Oh. Let's see if I just do this. I'm trying a play space right now. Just grab the.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah. There. Cool. Play space drawn. Confirm. Okay. Wow. All right, that was easy. What you doing over there? Okay, then I turn a little bit. How do I do this? Turn. There we go. Okay, cool. See you soon, Creeper. How's your day been, Hayo? My day's been pretty good. It started off pretty good. Isn't UK considered like the main time zone or something like that? Well, I mean, maybe for over there. Not over here, though. Have some friends that are +6 in the UK that are not completely awake yet. Oh. They need to wake up on time. I mean, that... that makes sense, to be honest. I mean, for me, I have a set schedule because I have like real life stuff that I have to take care of over here too. So I can't wake up at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. As much as I would love to, I can't be doing that. Isn't UK considered like the main time zone? Yes, its time is 0 set in Greenwich, London. Oh, perhaps it's work time. Purple says, so from what country are you? Me? I'm from the US of A. I'm in Ohio. Hey, Ohio from Ohio. Right there. So all time zones are plus or minus from GMT Greenwich time. Greenwich Mean Time. Wow. Purple says, how is like over there? Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in the US at the given moment, but where we live, it's not really happening. So we're doing pretty good. A lot of people say Ohio is like super scary and there's monsters in the sky, and there might be monsters in the sky, but they look after us. So we're all good here. It's pretty sweet. I like it. I go to the store, I pick up eggs, and then I come back home. And nothing happens. Except I lose money. Sveno says I was curious, so I put Ohio over the UK. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think our state is bigger than the UK. Sent. Let's see. I think it's on this screen. Sveno sent me. Oh, okay. So it's almost about the same size. It's all of England, at least. And some people forget to think, like, how entirely humongous the United States really is. Purple Bat says, hey, you want to guess my country? Are you from Germany? I can guess that. A lot of people are from Germany. I don't really have anything to work off of to kind of guess it, but you know. Oh, wait, you know what I can do though? I don't know if I'll be able to actually do this without... Can I set this to follow me? No. No, but your country borders Russia. Hmm. Which one borders Russia? That's a good question. Sveno says Lithuania? Hmm. Purple Bat says, yeah. Yahoo! Great job there, Sveno. I knew you had it in you. Look at this. I can get closer. Hi. Hey. I can get further away, and then I can also sit down on the couch. Oh. Uh-oh. Oops. I broke it. Why does this keep going on top of everything? There we go. Wasn't there a VRC GeoGuessr map? There was. There is. There's a couple of them, actually, but there's one really good one that everyone kind of uses. I'm not sure. I think there's also one specifically for Japan for some reason. I'm not sure why. Perhaps it's work time. Nope, had to hit the head and get dressed for work. So it is work time, you mean? I mean, Russia has two parts, like the big part and then the small part called Kaliningrad, I think it is, which is basically just Russia separate. Small land is quite small. Just a Russia separate small land is quite small. Oh. I don't have my cards or anything like that. You know, the funny thing is that since I left the room, he's not screaming anymore. I left the room and he stopped screaming. I don't know what... Is he sleeping now? Hold on. I think he might... Is that him or is that Slushy? Was he upset with me or something? Was he screaming at me? I think Mayo was screaming at me. Anyway. Part of me kind of wonders, since I'm not in there anymore, I wonder if the controllers and stuff like that will work better now. Sveno says, I studied ammonia today, reactions with ammonia specifically. It made me curious how Avali sterilize food. We use strong acid in our stomachs, but ammonia is a base. Oh, that is true. If you read the stuff, there are strong acids. There's actually two stomachs in an Avali. There's if I remember, a small one towards the top and then a bigger one at the bottom, or further down. The top one is with like really strong acids and stuff like that, and then like general digestion happens in the second one. At least I think that's how it's set up. I can't remember. That is interesting though, because if you mix the two together, wouldn't they kind of like neutralize each other? Or would they be really violent? Oh. Bop, 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 bop. I can't believe he stopped screaming. That is so weird. It was only when I was in there he was doing it. Wait. Guys, I have a new game coming in shortly. It's going to be, well, I mean, you guys may not care too much about it, but it was a game that I played when I was a kid, and I really wanted it again. And since I have the Game Boy player now, I wanted to get it again. But it's an old, probably 1991 video game called Tetris Blast. And I was like, whoa, I can get that again now. So I bought it from Amazon, of all places. I didn't know you could do that, but I just bought a Game Boy game from Amazon. And it should be here today, I think, or tomorrow. It might be here tomorrow. Wait, Sveno, guess what? That reminds me. I have to like talk about that. Though ammonia only produces salts, although it can react with water. So that makes me curious about a volley of blood being ammonia and water. Creeper says, I learned that acids and bases mixing always reacts violently. Yeah! Sveno, guess what arrived last night? Guess what arrived? Oh, learned. Yeah. The pop stuff arrived. The caffeinated water, and then also the what are those things called? The Stroopwafels. Yeah, they arrived yesterday. Thank you. You're awesome, Bean. I want to like take a picture of it with like the little Cheetie next to it. What's up? Maybe he is still screaming. I think Smiley. You know what? I'll be right back. I need to see if he's bothering him now. Wait. Hold on a second. Hand tracking works now? Hold on. That's never worked before. Really? Why does it work now? Where is it? There it is. Yeah, hand tracking works now. Cool. Hey, Taru. How's it going, Bean? Welcome on through. Hello. Creeper says, because reasons. Yeah, like a whole bunch of weird stuff is happening today. My computer is being really funky. Wait, do you know what hasn't happened? A crash. And I'm gonna probably jinx myself. Watch it do it in just a moment here, but a crash hasn't happened yet. Purple Bat says, I'm bored, so maybe want to know a cold suit name? What's that? Let's hear it. It's me, Kalani, your local in-game Wowie. Yeah. It will happen. Don't jinx it. I probably jinxed it myself, but don't jinx it. Yeah, Karani's pretty cool. Hold on a second, something's not right there. There we go. But yeah, I got myself that new headset, and I'm gonna try and get real full body trackers now instead of doing all this janky stuff that I've been doing for the longest time. I'm actually gonna try and dive into it proper. I mean, I have a professional Quest Pro and all that stuff. I can probably do it for real. Purple says, what you gonna play? Well, see, when it hits about 12:30, I think I'm gonna log off of this for a little bit, go have myself some lunch, and then maybe we'll play some games. Maybe some more what is it called? What can we play? We have the PS4 now. I do want to play a little bit of that Game Boy thing as well. That'd be really fun. Just kind of switch it up a little bit, you know? Fino says, I'm curious how many trackers cost. They're not necessarily cheap. I am going to try and find them cheap, but they're not necessarily cheap. Potato Foxy said, oh, wow. Hi. Welcome on through. It's been a while since I've seen you. Hello. Yeah. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, Potato Foxy VR is also a VR chat and other things as well. But mostly, I always see them doing VR chat streams really early in the day, usually earlier than what I do, earlier times than me. I think for them it's like daytime, but for me it's really early. But if you guys want to check them out, they're right there. Their content is, I would say, a little bit more 18 plus. But yeah, they're right here. Their conversations and stuff like that are a little bit more 18 plus than we are over here. Just so you guys are aware. But they are a really awesome bean. So if you want to check them out, they're right there. Just as a forewarning, nothing bad. See you, Purple. Bye-bye. Yeah. It's just you being a tiny little bean. I need to make that bigger. I forget why it's so small. I think the actual display thing is like this big, and for some reason the actual video is this small. Are they bean or potato? Well, they're a potato fox. So they make like mashed potatoes and they're really nutritious and delicious. So I'm not going slime trackers. I'm going to be going Vive trackers. With those, you only need 3 to do what I want to do, which is the waist and the 2 feet. Each one costs around, depending on which one you get, each one costs around 120 bucks just for one. I need 3 of those. But if I go onto eBay, which is what I plan to do, I plan to find the cheapest ones I can find. Which means probably the batteries will be spent up a little bit. So instead of lasting like 7 hours, they'll last like 3. But I can deal with that, because I only ever really used them for about 2 hours anyway. Alopex says, yeah, I have 5 trackers. Yeah, I might mix it up a little bit, because I know that you can mix Vive 1.0, 2.0, 3.0s, and Tundra trackers. I think there's something else. My controllers for now are going to be Vive wands. Just because I found a really good deal. I think it was like 80 bucks, I think it was, for 2 Vive wands. 2 Vive wands and then 2 Vive 1.0 trackers, which is perfectly fine for me. My play space is pretty small. Yeah. Hey Stacy. How you doing, Bean? Welcome on through. Oh, Jasoy's here? Oh, hi, Jasoy. Or Jesse, probably, actually, more like that. Mine lasts something like 6 hours. Yeah. I know some people out there who have them, like, they only last an hour, and that's because they, like, use VR almost every single day for, like, the past 5 years, and the batteries are kind of worn out. But they drain fast with not being used. I do plan on having a nice little, like, charging station set up for them when I'm not using them. They'll have little... I've seen somebody else do this, a friend of mine who has Vive trackers. They have these little magnetic things that plug into the ports that make... Oh, because, like, you can have micro USB on one, and then USB-C on another, and then some other random connection on another one. What I plan to do is just get magnetic connectors for all of them, so they all are one thing, and then just plug them in, and that way they charge really easy. I've already done that with a couple of things. That way I don't, because I have in that VR room up there, I have like I have some controllers that still use mini USB, so obviously I need to have like a solution that works on all the things at once. So it's just one connector that goes to all 3 different connectors. Stacy says, I used to be a feathery before I became a kitten, Bab. Nice. Yeah, a volley are pretty cool. I like them a lot. They're very floofy. Yeah, I mean that's just the furry community in general is really cool when you get seen. A whole bunch of beans show up. We got foxes, we got kittens, we got birds, we have raptor, like proper raptors that come through here sometimes. That's really cool. Alopex says I had to magic marker L and R on the feet because I would always put them on the wrong feet. Does it matter with the trackers? Because don't they just show up as a tracker, and then as long as they line up with your foot in the right locations and stuff like that, they should still track, right? Ooh, Smiley's cooking something. And one unicorn. Yeah, we got a whole smorgasbord of different things in here. Oh, not things, but different kinds of species in here. Hi, Scythe. Welcome through. Hey, Xerix. Hi, Bean. Stacy says, I don't know if you have anyone else in your stream like this, but... Oh, I see. Well, no, I don't necessarily have anything like that. That's not necessarily my I'm going to be straightforward with you. That's not really my cup of tea. But you're more than welcome to be here. Sveno says either Scythe was just saying that they were raiding or the thing is broken. Oh. Did they? Scythe, were you coming through raiding? Alapic says the one I have is specific to feet. Oh, well you have really vibe trackers are specific? Huh, I'll have to keep an eye on that. When you set it up in Steam VR, it's labeled on left and right. Ah, okay. I'll have to, because when I was emulating vibe trackers with the oh, I can emulate vibe trackers. Can I do that without resetting Steam? I'll do that later. Never mind. I'm not going to do that right now. No, a Stream Elements message. Hi, Scythe. I don't know if it went off or not. I'm not sure what's going on. Thank you for the raid, Bean. Hola. They were playing no game. Maybe they didn't raid. I don't know. But anyway, thank you for the raid if you did. Yeah, Stream Elements isn't necessarily supposed to be the system that's doing that kind of stuff. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, they were playing no game. Yeah, part of me kind of wonders if I just start streaming from down here. If I'm not going to do full body. Like if I had slime trackers, I could do this anywhere in the house instead of being dedicated to that room. But I can't believe, Creeper, did you notice that? I was in the room and he was screaming his head off. Mayo was screaming his head off. I left. I haven't heard a peep from him since. They're probably still in there singing, but like he's not screaming anymore. I don't know what I did to tick him off. He doesn't like me right now for some reason. Oh, I wonder if it's my shirt. Birds are particular about shirts sometimes. I wonder if it's my shirt. Hi. What's up? Not being near Mayo because he's screaming at me for some reason. I know, but if I go back up there, he might start again. Sai says I was streaming Resident Evil 4 remastered on the PS5 15 hours ago. Oh. Were you playing it, or sorry, were you streaming it from the console itself? I think I can technically do that from my PS4. The Xbox is a little strict about how you do that, but I think the PS4 I can actually stream directly from it. That'd be pretty cool. Said it before I could type it out. I've been getting that problem way too many times now. I'm gonna check out and see if it's something wrong with Twitch or if it's something wrong with my Twitch messages. I guess you could always go to another. It's something that it seems to be something to do with Stream Elements. So if you can find another streamer with it and just say hi, see what happens. What's up? Okay, thank you. I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit.
It's gonna stay hot.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Alapec says I had a green Connor that would commit attempted homicide if I wore green shirts. You know, he's been really loud. I mean, today he's really screaming, or was really screaming. But I have started wearing plaid shirts. I wonder if that's because I've never done that before. I've never worn plaid shirts before. So, and they're also long sleeves because it's getting colder out. I wonder if it's the long sleeve he doesn't like, or if it's the fact that it's plaid. I'll have to test some stuff. Maybe go in there and see if he starts screaming. Not now. I'll do it when I'm having lunch or something. But I'll go back in there with this shirt, see if he starts screaming again, and then leave, put a different shirt on, come in and see if he still does it. Birds are weird. Sai says, to stream on Twitch using a PS5, I had to connect an HDMI cable to plug my PS5 into my computer and then run OBS and Twitch on my computer to stream it. Neat. That's pretty much what I'm doing as well. At least I can still see the birds. That's kind of cool. I like that. I'm down here in the living room. I can still see them upstairs. That's kind of neat. Cooper says, my friend's Quaker Quaker parrot just tried to attack people regardless. Well, lucky for me, these guys are really, really small. They don't necessarily try. I mean, they do try to attack, but it's just funny when they do it because they're so small they can't do anything. So they're just grumpy little gremlins. Like right now, he's screaming at me for no reason. Alapec says, different! Anger! I don't like it! You're wearing long sleeves! Why are you floofy?
Yahoo! Oh, hey Thought Gunning Sigma. Thanks for hitting that follow button.
Thanks for the follow, Bean. Hope you enjoy your stay. Slice says, I'm going to try and stream again tonight. See if that works. That'll be cool. Good luck to you. Creeper, are you all set up for, oh, wait. Have you had your coffee yet today? I've had 1 cup of coffee so far. But it was a really big cup of coffee. I'm such a bad bird. Sigma says, hey, can you shout out my pet, Rumpelstiltskin, George, Sebastian, Jeffrey, Frederick, Huckleberry Esquire, that number, XXVII? There you go. Hope you're having a great day. See you again soon. Creeper says, I rarely drink coffee. I am surprised. Oh, that's your poison. Hi, Zephys. Welcome on through, Bean. Are you parking your car here again? That's your poison, a sugar-free monster. I think my favorite energy drink at the, well, I mean, technically the thing that Sveno got me as an energy drink, if you really think about it, but it's just caffeine. So it's not, although I will say, these caffeinated water bubbly beverages, sodas, seem to have a lot more caffeine in them than they lead on to be. They say 70 milligrams of caffeine, but like a regular cup of coffee is supposed to be like 120. But if I drink that, it's on the stand over there, because I'm hoping maybe one of you guys will give me one. But if I drink that, I'll be like super high energy for some reason after drinking it. Usually, anyway. Sinful says, energy drink power! Alapec says, now that is cool. Out tea and... Oh, piece of candy. Yeah, well, I can't get the candy right now because it's all the way upstairs. Zephys, for context, I'm in the living room right now because Mayo doesn't like my shirt. That might sound really weird. Or at least that's what I think it is. Because I left the room and he stopped screaming. He was screaming his head off at me today. He didn't like something, and I thought he was screaming at the birds outside because he kept coming to the window to do it. But I left the room and he's been chill since then. So I don't know what's going on. Sveno says, welcome to CheetiChat, Rumpelstiltskin, George, Sebastian, Jeffrey, Frederick, Huckleberry, Esquire, XXVI, and the faithful servant, that Gooning Sigma. Hey, Cheesecake, welcome through. See, I can read. Look at how good I read that. Isn't that cool? Ooh, piece of candy. Can I have a soda? Can you guys give me a soda? Wah. Hey, can I have a soda? I want a soda. Yeah, very nice. Cheesecake pop. No, it's I think for the soda pop, it's in the underneath the video player to the right, I think it is. And then it's like down there, and there's a sound alerts button for giving Cheetie a pop or a soda. Cookie! Ah, I can't have that either. It's upstairs. I had to go all the way up there, which means I have to leave like the play space. You didn't read the Roman numeral. I don't know how to read those. I don't know how to turn letters into numbers. I'm really bad at math, okay? I want a soda. Can I have a soda? I have a soda. I brought the soda down. I was hoping maybe somebody would gift me one. Zephyrus redeemed cookie, so it's on cooldown. No! Now I can never have the soda pop. It's gonna take forever. Wow. Yeah, there we go. I got the soda pop. Okay, you guys ready? Wait, let me try the hand tracking. Hold on, where's the hand tracking? Because it works now, apparently. Come on. Wow, look at that. Look at that. I can actually splay my, can I splay my fingers? I can splay my fingers. I have not been able to do this in like the 2 years I've had this headset. Look at that. Yeah. Hold on. Is it actually tracked right? Hold on. It's thumb. There's the thumb. There's the index finger and the middle finger. It works. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Here we go. Yeah, I'll take the height. You can also do exclamation point hydrate. That also works too. But guys, this new microphone is so cool. You guys ready for this? Here we go. You ready for this? I love to do this into the microphone. It's so much fun. Oh, I got a little bubbly. Yeah, thank you. This is, by the way, this is a gift from Sveno. Sveno, I ran out of the pops like a month ago, and Sveno was like, graciously gave me more pop. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Is that sugar free or is that sugar? Zero sugar. Look at that. It tastes like it has sugar in it, though. That's the weird thing. I'm not used to that. It's sugar free. Sveno says, is that the headset mic or is it a dedicated one? It's a dedicated one. You will be, it took me until I've had this headset for about, I think it's been almost 2.5 years at this point. I did buy it right around Christmas time of some other year. I can't remember exactly when it was, but it's been about at least 2 years that I've had this headset. I have had so many problems with microphone. Oh, I already have, I guess I'll take another sip of it. I have gone through so many microphones trying to find one that works, and I finally found one, and it's wireless, and I think it has about a 7-hour runtime on it. And when I'm in the VR room, it sounds pretty darn good. Right now, you can kind of hear. Oh, that's new.
Wah. 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 Wah.
The only this stream. Let me see if I can move it around a little bit.
Wah. Wah.
Testing.
Wah.
Testing. There we go. You might hear a little bit of a regular distortion happening because I'm really far away from the receiver, which is upstairs. This microphone is called, I think it's called the Hollyland wireless mic. It comes with two. It's made for people who are doing interviews with people. You're supposed to clip one onto myself and then one onto another person who I'm interviewing. But it works really well for what I'm doing it for. I'm actually wearing a a wireless headset as well that has its own mic, but it sounds like poop. So I'm using this microphone instead, which has like a nice amount of bass to it, really clear highs. Maybe I do need a windsock. I do hear that. Creeper says, love the Star Fox music. Heck yeah. Sveno says, if you're using hand tracking, pinching your fingers together can cause you to move. Can you turn that off? I kind of don't need that function, but I really like this. Yeah, that's a whole different feeling right there. Being able to individually move your fingers like that. Wow. Technology, guys. Sveno says, I have a DJI Mic Mini. In reviews and comparison, it's fairly slightly better than the Hollerland thing, but it has no internal memory. A memory? A microphone? What does that mean? Wow. If you pinch your left index and thumb, it'll lock position.
Oh, Ottawa 2001. Thanks for hitting that follow button.
Ottawa 2001. Thanks for hitting that follow button over on Twitch.tv. Hope you enjoy your stay, Bean. Thanks for coming on through. Pinky and thumb. Oh my gosh. They thought of it. Thanks, Cheesecake. Wow. Hold on, let me try this. Wow, I can bring up the Steam menu. Can I make it go away? Wow. Man, this is cool. Hello, Ottawa. Hello from Ohio of the US of A. Hope you're having a great and wonderful day. Is it like really late for you right now, isn't it? Over in Austria? Slice says, this time I'll probably stream using PS5 itself instead of using my computer. Maybe that's causing the issue. Were you having trouble? Wow, Cephas, we talked about parking your car here. You don't do that. This is a stream, not a parking garage. And also like crashing your car. Ottawa says 1757. That's not too bad. That's still relatively early. Interesting. Sveno says Austria, not Australia. Well, like I think actually for Australia, it's like a whole nother day and in the morning for them right now or something. Or actually, I'm not sure. I know it's like really weird. Like they could be on a completely different day from me right now. They're from the future. Cheesecake says, I learned it while screwing around, but VR or in VR, but you have to unlock to open menus and confirm selections. Also, how feel about Fallout 76 getting an update for Ohio in December? I heard something about that. I don't play games very much. Smiley does though. If you want to reach out to. Did you just do it twice? They're plus 14. Wow. But no, Smiley plays Fallout 76. He only just got it on his PC. He has played it on the Xbox before, but the experience on the Xbox was so poor that he just stopped playing it altogether. Like it just ran like butt. It ran really, really bad. Lots and lots of loading time, lots of lag. disconnects, you name it. It was really bad. Ottawa says, and I say now, sorry, my English is not the yellow from the egg. Well, I don't understand what that means. Creeper says 76 is not good. Good luck, guys. Battery check. We're doing good. Ottawa says my English is not good. I see. I gotcha. Well, you can try your best, and we can see if we can read it. More than happy to try. Time for more. You know, the funny thing is the controllers seem to work a lot better down here. Look at that, they immediately reconnected. That's wild. Scythe, not you too.
What's shockingly yellow?
Cheaty. Me. They're doing pretty good. Cheesecake. We have currently hit our 1,000 milestone. We're actually over it, way over it now, but we hit our 1,000 user milestone, which is really cool. We had a nice little celebration about that. So yeah, all good there.
An electric banana.
Yeah.
Driving in my car right after a beer.
Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bomb looks like a deer. Message. There we go. My English is not good. Unfortunately, this is an English. I mean, yeah, I won't be able to read it if you type in a different language, but it is a English chat, since it's hard to moderate what you can't understand. But you seem to have good enough grasp on it. Yeah.
Bleep bleep bleep.
Yeah, cheesecake, stuff like that is not necessarily a space here for that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Rich O'Neill says, this happened to my dad once. What happened? Hi, Neo. Welcome on through, Bean. How you doing today? By the way, guys, I'm going to do it. You can tell me not to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Did you know that Rich O'Neill... Rude. Wow. Wow. Rich O'Neill is a good bean and doesn't do that. Rich O'Neill doesn't do that. Rich O'Neill streams good stuff, though. You guys should check them out. They just had a nice VR chat stream recently. Yeah, here we go.
But I probably should,
Thank you, Sveno. Greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Aria.
Neo.
If anyone is...
I'm doing good, Bean. Yeah, there was like way too... Well, I'm not going to say way too many people, but there were so many people that Neo was having or struggling to find places for everyone to go because there was just no games that could accept like 40 plus people. Yeah, but they're an awesome bean. They do all kinds of stuff. They do... I'm going to try and name off a few games that they've played recently, but they're really good at Rivals of Ether 2, I think it is. They're also they're not a huge VR chat streamer, but they do periodically do VR chat streams. So if you guys are interested in that, you can definitely do that as well. They do all kinds of content creation, including creating character design, not character designs, but taking existing characters and making them friend shaped, if you know what I mean. And then they also do a little bit of texturing stuff as well, I believe, as well. So if you guys are interested in checking them out, that's right there in the chat. Neo, are you still caked up only when Chet is nice to me? Yeah, I mean, you have to feed Neo. So you have to push your points towards them. You're like, here, take this, and then all of a sudden, cake. Rigging. Lol. Why? Cheesecake says, I was watching a Blue Volley stream No Man's Sky yesterday, and he was building a structure used in Soviet era shopping, but as a small house challenge. Nice. Ty says, I know a lot of VRC worlds that can allow up to 80 people. Well, it wasn't...
Ooh, piece of candy.
I would get a piece of candy, but Mayo is very grumpy with me right now, so I can't go in there. Neo, I don't know how you do it with your birds, but my bird, Mayo, the little blue... Not this one here. There's another blue and white one in there. He's very grumpy with me today. I don't know why. He won't stop screaming when I come in the room. So I'm in the living room today. Thankfully, my headset allows me to be down here. But he's very grumpy with me today. Unfortunately, that means my microphone's being a little dookie, but you know, that's what it is. It's being a little glitchy. Sveno says, I know you can't get them at the moment, so Neo can have one. Oh, a nice little piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Neo says, sometimes I just change their water or move them to another room or give them an orange slice or something. Just appease them with treats.
Tweet.
Cheesecake says, wah, Zaphis. Right back at you. Anyway, Cheesecake says, No Man's Sky also doesn't have, seem to have a player limit. You mean No Man's Sky, right? But No Man's Sky is a game with smaller community because some people don't play space games. I probably would have played No Man's Sky if I were like newer to video games. Right now I have like a set idea of the games I kind of want to play, and it's mostly older titles that I'm kind of interested in. You know that meme that's going around right now that says it's got a guy with a shovel in his hand and he's coming up to a tombstone that says games I have beaten fully 12 times, and he's got a shovel out ready to dig the games back out again. That's me right now. I'm doing that right now. I haven't properly played games in like 4 or 5 years, and I want to get myself back into it. And we're going to do that today a little bit after I have some lunch today. Hopefully, anyway. Because to do that, I have to be in the VR room with these birds, and I'm going to try a few things. I think he might be upset with my shirt because he's been kind of loud as of recent, and I've been wearing plaid shirts and long sleeves. I think he doesn't like that because I almost always wear short sleeve shirts. Wow. Zephys, you're being extra stinky today. Wow. Sai says, talking about candy, do you guys remember the candy called Zots? I remember one called Dots. It was like a piece of paper with like a whole bunch of little candy sugar drops on it. Is that what you're talking about? Cheesecake says, birds can't see plaid. What do you mean they can't see plaid? Oh, that was a question. I don't know if it's that they can't see it. I think I don't know. It's definitely a different shirt design than I usually wear, because I'm usually wearing just like a single color, like blue, gray, or something like that. Or maybe like a sweater that's also gray in color. But Mayo is also like a really new bird, so I don't know if because like the other birds don't care that I'm wearing this shirt, but ever since I started wearing this shirt, Mayo's been getting really noisy Just today, he was so loud, I couldn't be in there.
Scram in mouse.
Zotz is the one with the fizzies in the center. The fizzies. Sort of sounds... Not now and laters. What's that other candy called? Gushers. There's a candy called Gushers. It's wow. Sounds like that. Ignatia says, "Hey Cheaty, I hope you're doing well, and I missed you. By the way, Squid, I don't know if I said hi to you. Hello, Bean. Hope you're having a good one. Sorry I couldn't join you here right now. I don't really do people in VR at the same time as I'm streaming because I struggle with that, unfortunately." Hi,
What do
Azuri.
you call a monkey that flies?
I don't know. What do you call that? A flying monkey? A spider monkey? Ignatia says, "Hey Cheaty, I hope you're doing well, and I missed you during last week's Wowie Wednesday." That's okay, Mean. Don't forget, we also, if you're in the US, we also do a later day one as well. Not just the earlier day one for EU.
A hot air baboon.
Oh my gosh, that's a joke for Smiley for sure. A hot air baboon. I'm gonna have to remember that. Zephyr says, "Oh wait, that's I already read that." Can't say I know that one. Squid Nico says, "Hi, I'm good and it's okay. Got some medicine for my infected wound." Oh, I didn't know you had one of those. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope it gets better. So hopefully it gets better soon, as the itching is driving me crazy.
What do you call a protogen that's late for work?
I love how it said that. A protogen. Wow. Cephas, attack yourself. What are you doing, Bean?
A hard drive.
That took me a second. Wow, that's a good one. I like that. And it's funny because you're also like a protogen yourself. A protogen, I know. A protogen. That sounds good, Squid. We'll talk later. I do have to ask you some questions about the things you sent me. I did take a look at them, or at least I took a look at one of them this morning, and I don't know what the currency is that it's showing, but it seems oddly expensive for what? Oh, a coffee. I don't have my my K-cup machine down here anymore. But I do have my other stuff. I can do that. Hold on a second. But yeah, I looked at it and I was like, that looks oddly expensive for what it is. So I'll have to see if I can convert that to US dollars and see if maybe like the currency is just like widely different than the US dollar. Okay, let me see if I can grab this. Can I grab this? And then I'm gonna walk to my kitchen. I'm in the living room right now, so I'm walking to the kitchen and I'm taking the panel with me. Oh my god, I haven't. Oh. Okay, I'm in the kitchen now. Okay, I'm gonna put my controllers down. I have never done this before. Okay, let me get my hand tracking going. I'm actually surprised. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab my instant coffee, warm up some water. Actually, is this still hot? This is still hot. Okay. Actually, we're okay. You like the lighting here? What if I just do the rest of the stream from the kitchen? Smiley's gonna come down here. I was like, what on earth are you doing? I'm caffeinating myself so good right now. Neo just got himself a new coffee maker too, if you guys didn't see that. Okay, and then I'm gonna refill this for Smiley. we have a dedicated water heater, kettle, I think you call it. Our kettles are only 1,500 watts though, whereas over in Europe, majority of them are about 3,000 watts, I think. So our kettle takes a while. He didn't come to me for advice. I kind of just gave him the what I had available to him at the time. He bought a really cool coffee maker though. If you guys, he's apparently had one before, so he knew what he was getting. I do need to go back to the living room though. The connection to the receiver is really bad in here. But no, I think a whole bunch of people suggested like coffees, like coffee beans. He also got himself a grinder. It sounds weird to clarify it. I mean, I say kettle because it is kind of weird for not everyone over here has one. I don't know. I might start doing streams from down here. This is kind of cool. Oh, wait. I need to grab my panel. Okay, let me grab this and walk over here. I wish you guys could see me doing this. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure I could readjust it. I mean, right now how I have the system upstairs set up is I have a small USB hub with like 4 ports on it, and it has all the wireless It's actually a really bad setup to do this, but I have all the wireless dongles for everything all on this USB hub. So I have the keyboard, the mouse, the headphones, and then the microphone all plugged into one USB hub, so that I have multiple computers in that room, and sometimes I need to get my everything switched over to another machine. All I have to do is just unplug one thing and plug it into another, and boom, everything that I need to connect to that computer, audio, microphone, keyboard, mouse, everything is all on that dongle. But if I'm going to start doing this, I can take the microphone dongle, which is the only one that's having trouble right now, and move it away from all that, and it should be better. Your ears bob when you walk. Hold on, let me do that again. Oh my god, they do. They do. Oh my god, that's adorable. And because I don't have my bottom half showing off right now, you guys can't even tell I'm not in full body. That's hilarious. Mercil says, yo, Cheaty, I'm back. I went to study a bit. That's awesome. What did you learn? Tell us all about it. Okay, so it's 12:20 right now. Wait! It says my battery percentage in here too. Oh, and it is going down right now. Is this battery dead? Yeah, this battery's dead. Okay, so it's 12:20 right now. Hayo shows off his bottom half. Not like that, you goober. No, normally I'll take the camera and I'll have it like this. So I'll hold on, let me turn that off. I'll actually have the bottom half showing off because I usually have full body going on. Wow, look at the wingspan. Holy cow. Is that normal? That looks huge. Wow. I love this avatar so much. You know the funny thing is? No, I don't want to do that. I know, but I couldn't pass it up. You're fine. You're angry. Wow. Seva says, oh, it's good. I'm not angry in the slightest. That was a general excitement. Ah! Hayo's not wearing any pants. You're like a bird. I know, right? Let me zoom back in. But one of the things about the quest, which is what I'm using right now, I can technically use oh. There we go. That should be good. Guys, it's been 15 minutes. Are you staying hydrated? Huh? Are you drinking your water? Have you had your coffee? Are you checking your posture? You're not doing any shrimpies, are you? Although I like shrimp. I eat shrimp. You don't want to be shrimp. But no, I can do fake full body with this headset, and it works relatively well. And I may try to do that for another stream or something, but I have to restart Steam VR to enable it, so I'm not going to do that right now.
Hayo, when are you gonna make a thirst trap?
What does that mean? Actually, does that mean like I'm going to be like one? How do I say this? I'm going to be a sexy streamer. Is that what you mean? Oh, wait, a thirst trap. I'm going to give you guys water and you have to drink it. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Thirst trap. Someone that won less over.
You got the joke.
That's kind of like one thing I don't want to get myself into. A lot of streamers I've noticed, and this is not something that I'm saying is a bad thing. This is just how they do their thing. This is just something I don't want to do myself. But a lot of streamers have like the harness on, and the harness or whatever. They have like really, how do I say, large assets on their avatar. I don't want to do that. I want to be different. I don't know. I feel like there's not enough of my style stuff, and I want to keep it like that. Again, that's not a bad thing. That's what people want. People like that. So it's like, yeah, go for it. But I don't know. I like to be a little different. I like to be me. A boba volley. So there's nothing wrong with that though. Like I know like some people have issues with a volley having stuff up here. You know what I mean? I don't have any issues with that. I think that, especially for the people that are trying to, how do you say, people who are trying to not show off, but not show off. That's a bad word. Become Booba Volley. No, who are trying to, what's the word? Boobies. It's the word I'm looking for is like they're trying to not show off, but it's like a word like that. It's like they're trying to show who they are through their avatar. I can't think of the word. That's not the word I'm looking for. No, Neo, sorry, Sveno, he's fine. He's absolutely fine. No worries. He's good. Yeah, there we go. Express their individuality through their avatar. Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. I used to use this all the time months ago. I stopped using it for some reason. I forget why. I think I was just going for a more chill space. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, no, Neo's absolutely fine. That's funny. But no, whenever somebody puts like those kind of assets on their avatar, like I've been seeing it a lot recently. They're trying to express their themselves through their avatar. Thank you for letting me know that word. And I really like to see that because then it helps because like, in the Avali community, there's been a lot of times where I have like misgendered somebody or something. And this is because the majority of avatars out there for the Avali don't have these things on them. So seeing it and then like seeing people like dressed up and stuff, because like normally Avali don't normally have like clothing or anything like that on them. Rightfully so, because they're birds, or sorry, raptors. But you know, it's cool to see people express themselves in new ways, and I really like that. I will call my. Gunna says, "Oh hi, didn't know you were a mod here." Yeah, I think I gave them mod privileges a couple days ago, or was it Sveno? Yeah, it was Sveno. You're a mod here too, right? Because I gave mod to Frostbite not too long ago, about a week ago. Okay, you guys are like my very first mods. I haven't even, which is amazing actually. I really appreciate it, but I haven't even like really needed mods. But it's really cool to see that we have them now, and it's like, yeah, you guys are doing a great job.
Genuinely, should I stream on YouTube?
Yeah, why not? I mean, everyone should have the option to do so. Let me try and read this really quick. I'm trans male to female, and my Avali is trans too, and I have breasts. Cause it feels more right to me, and I just don't identify as male. Same with my male pattern. My male pattern? Despite being female, because trans Avali. So it's just more feminine colors with male pattern. Oh, the male pattern. Okay, I gotcha. I actually don't even recognize patterns. Like, for instance, I think half of my Avali might be like a different pattern from, like the Spirit Avali, for instance, is a different one.
Should I explain the joke?
I'm missing a lot of stuff right now because things are I have to read it from this, and it's moving by really, really fast. Creeper says, I made Hayo a mod on my stream. Really only need mods to take care of spam bots. Oh, Creeper, if you don't know about it, it's called SiriBot. I highly suggest you get it. It helps out immensely because then the mods don't even need to worry about spam bots. Because SiriBot knows, because a spam bot always comes in and basically says the same thing almost every single time, and SiriBot knows all the different things that they use to advertise, and it'll kick them almost sometimes before they even get a chance to say anything. Squid and Echo says, yeah, Avali have male and female patterns by lore. So yeah, I'm not even aware of that. I remember reading about it at one point, but I never realized that there was a difference between the two, because I don't know if a lot of people know about that. So it's never come to mind that there would be a difference. Site says, if I'm gonna stream on YouTube, I'm gonna wait until I get 50 subscribers, because that's when I unlock the ability to stream. I would say if you're gonna start streaming, I wouldn't use YouTube to do it. We're actually live on YouTube right now, and you'll notice almost, well, I mean, at the moment, all of them, almost all the views come through on Twitch. YouTube is not the best place to start. Twitch is fantastic for discoverability, though. So if you want to stream, Twitch is the best way to do it. Males have brighter colors, bands, while females have duller with spots.
Squish that bird.
Squish that bird. Squish that bird. I think that a lot of people don't look at designs on characters and immediately think of if they're a female or not. Now, if there are like there are people who do, don't get me wrong, there are people who do pay attention to that stuff, and the people who do pay attention to that stuff really appreciate the attention to detail. But
Get
like when
over
it comes to
here,
like,
Hayo.
but like when it comes to Squid and Echo, they have what I would consider my way of thinking of like, okay, you are that a female. YouTube streaming has some hidden requirements. I can't stream despite having a heck of a lot of more than 50 subs. I forget what it was. I think it's 1,000. I think you have to have 1,000 over on YouTube to start streaming. It might be different now. Squish that bird. Zephyr says the joke was someone was going to ask. Wait, someone was asked when he was gonna do a thirst trap. So he put the camera under a glass table and poured water on top while shouting, "Hydrate!" You dork. If you want the bot to say my name correctly, I think you have to give it 2 Y's. So it's HYYO. Otherwise, it'll call me a hoe. Sai says, yeah, I'm going to start on Twitch. I'm not going to start on YouTube because I'm thinking of YouTube being the sideshow, but Twitch being the main show. Oh, YouTube to be the sideshow.
Hi-oh ho.
Hey ho, hi oh ho. Yeah, YouTube really should be the place where you upload like YouTube Shorts and stuff like that. If you don't want to use TikTok for it, YouTube is a great spot for Shorts and maybe prepared longer form content. They're not really a streaming service. The only reason why I put my content over on YouTube as well is because not everyone can be on Twitch or wants to be on Twitch. Another reason being is that, like, if you have a Roku, right? Twitch isn't on Roku natively. You can get it through some weird things, and then you have to pay like $10 a month to watch Twitch on your Roku, which is garbage, obviously. So I stream to YouTube directly, and then people can watch on their Rokus, on their laptops, on their TVs. You know, they can watch on literally anything they want from the comfort of their own space. They don't have to be at a computer or on a phone or something.
Heave ho, hi-oh ho.
Ritual Neo says,
Hi-ho. It's
off to work we go. It's off to wump we go, yeah. Ritual Neo says, YouTube is the biggest. Best one, though. YouTube is... I wouldn't say you're really ever gonna get anywhere if you're only streaming to YouTube. But if you have like your stream, if you do streaming on YouTube and make content, then your live streams can start going somewhere. But you really do kind of need like some kind of other content on YouTube to really get anywhere. Streaming doesn't really go anywhere on YouTube directly by itself. At least I've found.
Some audio glitching noticed. Check OBS for load percent.
It's because I'm in the living room right now. I'm really far away from my microphone receiver. That's what that is.
Anyway, I should get some breakfast and get out of bed. TTYL.
Have a good one, Zephys. Thanks for hopping on in, and thanks for parking your car on top of all of our beans. I'm sure they appreciate it. Streaming to YouTube works if you build up an audience, but there are both cultural and algorithmical differences on that platform. See, Zephys, look, listen. There are beans, and you are parking on the beans. This is not a parking garage. This is the bean playing field. This is for the beans, not for your car. Okay.
Oh, LOL.
Ritual Neo says, however, the raw number of potential users on YouTube is like a 10,000 times that of Twitch. I will agree with that for sure. Like I've noticed, because I'm actually pushing my content over on YouTube to be more short form content instead of long form, or like 16:9. I'm trying to make it more 9:16 or whatever the resolution is, or ratio. Short form content goes freaking wild on YouTube. It's amazing. It really gets pushed over there. Also, if this is really annoying, please do let me know that I'm talking about like content creation. This is just something that really like is fun for me. So I really like this. I love like seeing how the systems work and stuff like that. And again, I don't get paid for any of this, so it's not like I'm like really trying to make money or anything. It's just I really have fun like seeing what works and what doesn't. Oh geez, things are moving very fast. Let me try and catch up here. Creeper says I may try streaming on Rumble. Good luck with that. I don't know about that one. Friend gets over 200 random views on the low end and he's unknown there. Interesting. That's definitely not a place for me though, for sure. YouTube stream requirements are over 25 subs. I'm pretty sure it's much more than that. They do this to stop spammers, bad faith actors from spamming new accounts to stream like pirated TV and crap, by the way. That is definitely a thing, by the way. You should see how many streams show up whenever the what is it called? The Super Bowl rolls around. It's amazing how many like copyrighted content streamers show up on that platform. Or I think a lot of it's on Twitch too. You'll see a lot of that as well.
Did
Rumble
someone said beans?
Beans.
I want the AAA on Sowo.
Neo says to be honest, I know nothing about Rumble. Rumble is I guess for a lack of better words, it's a lot more edgy over there. A lot of the streamers do a lot more not necessarily adult stuff. I don't think they're really like that. It's just like it's a lot more edgy over there. A lot more I don't know. I don't know. It's not for me. I know that. it's not for me over there. How to speedrun getting banned on Twitch, stream sports or TV, especially the Super Bowl. Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing how many what was it, the last Super Bowl that happened? There were so many streams for the Super Bowl, and then when one went down, you would just go to another. It was just constant. Poor Twitch was probably just scanning through all the systems for that. I haven't seen streams of that before, but plenty of full shows posted with an equal amount of gaming content to trick YouTube copyright bots. I know there's a lot of like YouTube accounts that currently are not streaming but posting a bunch of old cartoons because I think they recently dropped out of copyright. So there's just a bunch of like older cartoons that are just freely available to post onto YouTube now. I mean, Creeper, I mean, you remember when I was saying like I don't want to like be like the not the vast majority. That's way too much. But there's a lot of like if I go on to Twitch, right, and I search VR chat streamers, because that's my favorite style of streaming, where I get to talk to the streamer and stuff like that. That's my favorite style. Not that you can't talk to a video game person too, but like it's really fun when you can connect with the streamer. And when I look up VR chat stuff, which is my main focus that I usually go for on Twitch, not that I don't do other stuff as well. I can't say vast majority, but there's a lot of like the top 10 streamers are basically one thing. It's very thin clothing on woman avatars. Or at least that's the vast. I can't keep saying that. That's a lot of them for the top 10%. It's just like 300, 400 people all will be watching like these 10 different people all basically doing the same thing. And it blows my mind some of the stuff that they do on the stream too. It's like, wow. Because like I'll watch it just to see like, okay, what is the interest here? And it's obvious what it is. But it's like, whoa, some of the angles they're getting in there and stuff, like, wow, dude. It's crazy. So if you're saying like over on Rumble they show off more stuff, I don't know, dude. I think it's over here on Twitch too. That's awesome, Scythe. Have yourself a good one, Bean. Gunna says, I think it's the interaction what brings the joy. I love talking to people, which is really weird for me, actually, because I used to have a really... Oh, yeah, thank you. Which is weird, because, like, for the longest time... I had quite the issue of like talking to people. The streaming stuff really has kind of opened me up. That and VR chat and hosting events and stuff like that has definitely opened me up to wanting to talk to people more. And now I just can't get enough of it. So now it's just like I'm constantly wanting to just talk and have fun and talk about things. Creeper says I could come out as a brony furry, but I don't want to be known for just that. Well, I mean, don't just, not necessarily don't, hold on, let me check my battery real quick. Okay, we're at 50%. I mean, you can always come out as a furry or a brony. That's totally fine. I mean, don't, how do I say, like, I'm an Avali, right? But, I don't necessarily like make it like, hey, I'm a bird. Hey, I'm a bird. Hey, I'm a bird. Hey, I'm a bird. Did you see me? I'm a bird. I could do that. I could just do that all the time. I like talking about other stuff though. It's more fun. Gunna says copycat streamers pretty much. Sadly, it's what the world is nowadays. I mean, so the thing about that though is that I'm happy at least that in the grand scheme of that, they're still human, like furry or not, they're still a human creating that stuff. So I'm glad that at least, like, I guess you could say human-made content. It is a VR chat stream, but I mean, like, technically it's being created by someone like me, right? Like, yeah, I am an Avali on stream, but I'm still a human person creating this content. I'm glad that at least over here on Twitch, AI isn't taking over like it currently is over on TikTok and YouTube right now. Twitch is more authentic. It's actually like, hey, you're actually talking to a real person, not a robot.
Well, I'm a poker, but I use Nanaki avatars on VR chat, lol.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Nothing was blurred, and when I warned him about it, I was told that it was cool on Rumble. I remember for a little bit there, Twitch was like, hey, we're allowing some content. What was it, like 6 months ago they did that? They were trying to like open up the rule set, and people super took advantage of that. It was only like a week and they had to revise it again because like it was going wild. That was an interesting time. Creeper says, well, was just who I am. I don't want to draw in just that crowd because a lot of my views don't match people of that demographic. Yeah, that makes sense. Creeper says, yeah, it lasted 12 hours. No, I'm pretty sure it lasted longer than that, didn't it? Sveno says, personally, I'd be honored to have someone copy me to rip off others off. I think I might be reading that wrong. Let me finish reading it. Even if I hate them ripping others off, it was a milestone getting my first impersonation bot. I've had a few of those so far, and it didn't become a problem until about a month ago. I think someone made a bot, because when I first got onto, well, not Discord, but when Discord first made the name change thing from the the old system where there was the 4 numbers after your name. They're like, hey, we're having a new naming scheme. Choose your name. And I tried to get Hio Cheaty Bird, but someone stole Hio Cheaty Bird. So I was like, well, crap. What do I do now? So now I just have Cheaty Bird, which obviously works, but the person who has Hio Cheaty Bird is now scamming people out there. Or at least trying to. And I've been having a whole bunch of people reaching out to me like, hey, just so you know, someone with your name is trying to scam people. I'm like, great. That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't had a person reach out to me about a week about that. I wonder if that person finally got banned. That'd be... Wait, if they did, maybe I can steal the name back. I'll have to look into that. That'd be really cool to have that. Creeper says I was watching it live. All I could see on Twitch was boobs. I was seeing a lot more than just boobs. I was seeing like the male bits too. I mean, it was a very interesting time. All right, Creeper, have yourself a good one, Bean. See you again soon. By the way, guys, I should do this to you as well. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, if you guys like, I think it's Tarkov, is that right? Is it Tarkov?
Worth a try.
Creeper's also a streamer as well and a good friend of mine. If you want to check them out, they're right there. I believe they play Tarkov. It's a first-person shooter where you like, there's a lot of attention to detail in doing the game. Don't type at red light. Just watch the stream. Just don't type it. Don't type while driving. I'm gonna be a dad right now. Don't type it. I don't care if you're older than me. But yeah, if you guys are interested in checking them out, they're right there. Creeper the Duck. They're just getting started on Twitch right now. They started about maybe a month or 2 ago. If you guys are interested in checking them out, they're right there. I knew you were going to try and pull the age card on me. He's like, no, I don't think so. You behave yourself. You don't type at the red light. You get to your job and then you type. Drive safe. All right. Have a good one. Gunna says, I recognize some birds on the pics that are showing up. Small world. Yeah. I haven't updated the selfies in a good while, but I probably should do that. I just got one with Kofkin. I just got one with Kofkin not too long ago. That was pretty cool. Oh, I should get one with Neo at some point. That'd be really cool.
And until next time, you guys, stay safe out there.
Yeah. Thanks, Creeper. Have yourself a good one. The Federation Discord link has expired. We'll have to take a look into that. Oh. Sound Alerts is replying to someone. Want to talk off stream? It's super simple at the moment, but we have a Discord over here. It's still super simple. I'm trying to, I don't know. I'm not trying to focus too much on the Discord because I have so many Discords to pay attention to, and I'm finding it really hard to keep up to date with it. Are you going to add some server stickers? I should probably do that. Although what I do like to do though, is actually turn the majority of my stickers into GIFs and then share them periodically so people can just favorite them, so that people that don't have Discord Nitro can use them as well. I know you're not supposed to do it like that, but I mean, Discord allows me to do that, and I don't want people having to pay $10 a month. You know, not everyone has $10 a month. Oh my goodness. We're going. We're going. What are you doing? Don't shout yourself out. That. Don't do that. That's bad. Don't do that. Hi, Toski. Welcome on through. I can try. Yeah. Cheesecake. I can send you a link. It should be the same as it always has been. That was Funky Friday on Roblox. Yeah, that was... Oh, Funky Friday. That's right. That makes sense. That'd be why it was like that. It was zooming. We were going fast. We're going zoom. How you doing, Toski? All right, Sveno. Have yourself a good one, Bean. I do need to get myself out of here, too. I'm going to get out. Let me see. How much battery do I got left? Just enough. All right, guys. I'm going to be live for another 9 minutes. And then after that, I think I'm going to send you guys over to somebody else. Oh, there we go. Wow, that took forever to happen, but it finally happened. One of my controllers disconnected. Come on, come back. I don't... Oh, no. If it doesn't come back, the charger's upstairs. Okay, we'll just let that sit there for a minute. The right controller's not tracking. I know. Could you? Could you do that for me? Could you track for me? Wait, I just thought of something. I'm going to have base station tracking. I might be able to mix. Hi, Konami. Welcome on through. Hi, Hi-Oh. It's me, Konami. You probably recognize me. Yeah. What's up? But I could maybe use my Vive wands with the Quest Pro. Do a little mixing. See how that works. Now, the interesting thing is, I think the cameras on the headset are tracking. What if I just put the controllers down for now? There we go. Wait a minute, your name changed color. What's going on here? Just got home last night from the trip. I'm happy to be here. Excited to test my new VR headset. New VR headset. I'm okay, Sveno. Sveno says, now we have Karani, Kalani, and Kanani. I'm doing all right, just chilling. That's awesome to hear. Cheesecake, if you could reach out to me on Discord and just send me a message to remind me to send you a link for that.
Now for the Konami code LMAO.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, select start. I think it was. I might be wrong. Creeper says, in my car. Driving my car right after a beer. Hey, that bomb looks like a deer. Yeah. Oh, that's bass in the song.
Got it, now you're a super player.
That's not the Konami code. That's a 500 kilogram bomb. Hi-oh, why? It was my plan all along. Konami says, how do you track your movements for Twitch with your avatar? Oh, you mean like when I move around like this and the camera follows? If you go into your camera, you have to have your streaming camera out. And then if you go to, what is it called? I believe it's under behavior. There's an option to go in there, and there's the 4 left options. If you check mark all of them so they're green, it will follow you. It'll automatically level. So if I go like down here and up and stuff, normally it tracks me, but you can experiment with those behavior options. But if you check mark all 4 of them, it does this. And then there's also the focus ring. So you can turn focus on so that while it's staring at you, well, staring at you, but while the camera is looking at you, it'll actually blur out the background. Just note that if you don't have a really powerful computer, this blur effect back here can cause a ton of lag.
It's the behavior settings in the streaming camera.
Cheesecake. That's not a discussion for right now. Please bring that up later. Thank you. Frostbite says it's the behavior settings in streaming camera. Konami says, oh, you're using VR chat and streaming. Yeah. I also do have the VTuber app as well. Rich O'Neo. Whoop. Again, if Rich O'Neo puts together VTubers and stuff with face tracking in the whole 9 yards, rigging, but you can actually get VTubers into a VTuber app, and then all you need is just a camera. You don't need VR. You don't need to like have a really powerful gaming setup or anything like that. It's just really simple. What?
Happy World Sandwich Day, every bird.
Sandwich day? Really? If it's actually sandwich day, maybe I want to make a sandwich. That'd be really cool. Oebo. 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 But yeah, if you guys are interested in getting a VTuber going, you don't have to get him to rig, Neo that is, get him to rig you an avatar. If you have, for instance, I mean, he's rigged a ton of avatars at this point, and if you just need the base avatar and you can put yourself together the rest of it, you can get the VTuber app set up on your computer, and then one of his, I think it's only like 10 or 15 bucks for the avatars if you ever need one, but you normally have to have the actual avatar as well. So for instance, if you have a spear volley, for instance, you need that, and then the add-on for the VTuber part from Neo, and then you can have a virtual version that is tracked by camera, face and everything. So like if you don't have face tracking on your VR headset, you can have it with just the camera-based tracking, which is really cool. Creeper says, okay, need to run to the store. Gonna leave you guys out in my car. Don't worry, I'll leave the AC on. Thank you. Can you turn on our favorite music too? I love music. Konami says we'll show you later. Sounds good. Let's see here. I found fish sculptures hanging in the lounge in Denver Airport. That's cool. Ish. Fish is delish. Nova says, can we make Hayo into a sandwich? Excuse me. I'm not sandwich.
I got a fizz.
Delicious. Gunna says, that's very useful and interesting too.
Hiya. Quick. What's the best simple flavor of chocolate milk?
Cocoa? Hi, Fur Cat Man. Welcome on through. Sveno says, speaking of music, Hayo, are you a fan of hardstyle? Like the what Renali did for Avalikin? It's not my favorite, but I can definitely enjoy it for sure. If you know, what is it called? Like peppermint, dark chocolate, marshmallow. I don't think I would put peppermint chocolate into chocolate milk. I think I would just use like regular dark chocolate, right? Or just cocoa. I'm not much for sweet stuff, so whenever it comes to like chocolates and stuff, I don't actually like the super sweet stuff unless it's Reese's. I have a really soft spot for Reese's. Vengeant, that was the word I was looking for. If you guys know who Vengeant is on YouTube, that person makes really cool music. I really like their stuff. And I guess you could say it's like kind of a little bit hard style in some of the parts that he does. Some of it can be a little hard style. Music that is mainly hard style and it's like constantly like going at it, I'm not a huge fan of that. But if it's like a little bit of like orchestral kind of stuff, and then like a nice like harmonizing stuff, and then the hard style, and then back to hard stuff, like back and forth, like I really get a kick out of that. That's fun to me. But if we're like listening to a stream or something like that, and that's just what's on the radio or the TV or whatever, I'll absolutely listen to it. I can definitely get into it. Frostbite says, if I get time, I'll stream Sonic Rider Zero Gravity if possible, because my laptop seems to be able to handle Wii and GameCube emulation well. Nice. Zephyr says, I'm currently in a debate over the best kind of hot cocoa. Trying to think what the best hot cocoa is. I mean, the best hot cocoa is probably more like Swiss Miss. I mean, I'm not normally going to have that because there's so much sugar in that stuff. I can't really do that very often. But Swiss Miss with the little marshmallows on top and stuff like that, that's like, it's got to be Swiss Miss. It can't be like off-branded ones. The Swiss Miss is like where it's at for a hot cocoa. Although I've personally never had like a properly homemade hot cocoa before. So maybe I don't know. But Swiss Miss, that's what I've had. That's pretty good stuff. Toski says, Hio is more like a dino nuggie, not a sandwich. Yeah, I'm a little tiny dino nuggie. A little bit burnt though. That's why I got the black hands and the black snoot. I'm a little burnt dino nuggie. But guys, it is currently 1:02 p.m., which means it's time for me to get out of here. I need to go have my lunch, and then when 2 o'clock rolls around, which is an hour from now, I'll try and go live again, and we'll do what's it called? Some video gaming. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll just have like a little spice up. We'll just kind of like do a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? Just to find out where it is that we sit.
Be safe, Hio.
Ketchup. Burnt? Well, you know the answer to that. Ketchup overload. Yeah. Have a good one, Konami. Svenos. CSFS. Enjoy your hot cocoa. Imagine being killed and ground down into a paste and shaped into a small version of yourself and then fried and eat it. Wow. That got dark. See ya, Konami. Have a good one, Bean. Yeah, we're gonna raid somebody. I just need to put the headset down and go upstairs and do that. You two gonna? Yeah, we're gonna go numb some ankles. Yeah, you too, Fat Fur Cat. All right, let me finish this soda. Oh, there's a lot more than I thought. This is crazy. I can go in here. Okay. Do I just leave my headset down here, maybe? Ooh, let me do that. Let me put this down here. Okay. Guys, I'm falling apart. I'm a professional streamer. I do this all the time. You know that. I really need to have like a... Whoa. I really need to have like a... Oh, wait, I do have one. Hold on. I totally forgot about this. I do have like a BRB screen or something I could throw on. There we go. There we go. Zvezda, Goss. Oh, Zyrix is streaming? I actually wasn't aware of that. Let me see here.
I like cheese.
Congratulations, Toski. I'm happy for you. Wow, it's warm in here. All right, let's see. Twitch. CheetiChat.tv. Let's see who's streaming. Let me look up Zyrex.
Gouda makes a great grilled cheese.
Is that how you type it? Oh, that's fantastic, Sveno. Could you type their name one more time? Oh, Zyrex. Zyrex. Oh, there they are. Are they doing VR chat right now? Oh, what are they playing? Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Whoa, dude, I think they just started. I had no idea that oh, my VRMs are super hot. Wow. All right, I'm gonna check that in a little bit here. Hold on, because that warning's in the way. My VRM overheat warning is in the way. All right, let me do this. They're playing no game, apparently. They're playing Satisfactory right now. Let me take this. I'm gonna take their name. Copy. They have only just started doing Twitch. This is gonna be so cool. I'm so happy about this. We're gonna make sure everyone who's here, definitely make sure that you go over there and say hi. I don't really care if we do like the cheaty raid thing or anything like that. I just like to say hi to people because it's just interaction. I love that. So let's go over there. Let me go to my channel and then go down here and then /raid space their name. All right, guys, we're gonna go over to Zyrex. They're a cute little bean. They're really cool. They're also a Navali. Please say hi to them in chat when you go over there. We don't have to do cheaty raid or anything like that. We just go over there and we say hi. It looks like they also have a Discord if you guys are interested in that too. But here we go, guys. We're going to hop on over there. And here we go.
What the fuck?
Yeah. All right, guys. This is going to be it. We're going to head on over. We're going to go say hi. You guys ready? Here we go.
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
What the?
If you follow them, Frostbite just followed them over there. If you follow them, their stream goes absolutely nuts. You guys should definitely follow them. Here we go.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the?